Toxic. Toxic.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know? It's like the cult leader that fucks all the women, but none of the dudes are fucking because you can't, because it's the sin. It's hypocrisies.
Yeah.
You know? So what was your
Yeah.
experience
Thank
like?
you.
What happened with that dude? Squad of shit, man. Luis Hernandez. But here we go. And then iPhone mine. Let's find out. Let me make sure there's no faces here. Okay. All right. I'm ready to kick him out. Oh, God. Here we go. Hello, iPhone. What the fuck? All right. You know what? Fuck it. I'm not going to risk it. So, yeah. Let me see. Okay. Connecting to audio. Connected. Okay. Hey, iPhone. Are you a real person? I know you want to show your dick.
I am. I don't want to show my face. Can you hear me?
Okay. All right. I can hear you now. Okay. All right. You know what? Fuck it. I'm not gonna risk it. Hey, lower my voice. I don't want to hear myself.
Oh, sorry. Okay. I turned it off and then I put it back on. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. Sorry, I'm a girl. I swear.
I believe you. You're good.
I'm excited to be here. I love you. I watched all your videos. I've watched you for years. I don't want to take up too much time, but I have a question.
What's going on?
I think guys with dating nowadays, and I want to know your opinion, do you feel like a lot of guys want to be treated more like women? And not in a negative way, but guys' feelings have been pushed aside for years. Guys are only supposed to be strong and not really too I don't know. Like people will judge them if they cry. So I feel like guys want to be treated a little bit more gentle and women aren't used to it. So there's like a clash where some women will just be like, oh, this guy wants to be like a woman.
All right, tell me about the guy. You're talking about someone very specifically. Tell me about it.
Well, I just feel like that's an aspect too. Like I find a lot of guys nowadays are just different.
Wait, tell me. The hot guys or the normal guys? Who you talking about?
Well, you know what? Maybe not the hot guys. I date like provider men, so they're always confident. But with provider men too, they'll do what they want, you know?
So what do you
not that all men won't, but
what do you mean they want? Like, what do you mean like they want to be treated like women?
Okay, so they want to be treated like women, like they won't like some men will, but they will be like not wanting to plan the date. They want the woman to take the lead. They are indecisive.
Nah, that's wild as shit. Nah, hell no. Don't date those guys. What are you talking about? Where you meeting those guys?
I don't date them. I'm just talking about like I see it a lot online. I don't date those guys. I date like I'm old fashioned, so I like the take charge, tell me what to do. Not like that, but you know what I mean? Take the lead type of guy. But a lot of guys like I've even seen online in dating groups, they're like, oh, just let the woman hit on you first. Like I don't even believe in that. Like I'm not hitting on a guy first.
Okay. All right. So look, for example,
you see what I mean?
So what I tell guys is this, right? I tell guys that if you're gonna go out with a girl, like if you're gonna hit her up, you can hit her up, but then right after you make a move, let her respond and don't do nothing else. What you're saying is guys that want to be worshipped, right? The guys that want to.
Yes.
I deserve to be what? They want flowers also? Is that what you're saying?
No. I don't know guys like that. I agree with you. That's what I mean. That's actually a real man. He will make the first move, then he'll sit back and let you decide if you like him or not. But a lot of guys nowadays are like, oh, I don't even like approaching women. I'll date the women that approach me. But as a guy, you guys will get bored of that.
No, these guys must be some chads you're talking about because no ugly motherfucker would say that shit.
They must be.
Ugly guys don't say that. You're talking about.
I was in a bunch of dating groups, and I couldn't find anyone because this is how the men were talking.
Yeah,
you're talking just about, like, these are not men.
Oh, can I put this in back? You're talking about the a group. Oh hell no, that's an echo chamber, girl. You're in an echo chamber. You gotta be careful with people like that. Yeah, you gotta be careful.
I don't even do dating sites, so I tried groups and I was like, okay, no.
Now, people. Let me put this right. I don't know which ones I put. Now, don't do online or anything online. People who are on groups, it's an echo chamber. You gotta be careful with that.
Yeah, I agree. I don't do anything like that, but I thought, okay, you know what? Let me come out of my shell.
That's
I've
not the shell.
avoided stuff like this
Now,
for
that's the wrong shell to come out of. You got to come out
okay.
in real. You got to meet people in real
Okay.
life because everyone is weird online. Most people are
Okay,
weird
that's one
online.
thing. I just always thought that people were fake online and they put this persona and I just don't. But then I was like,
No,
okay, maybe I should try it.
look,
And I'm just like,
when you're happy with your life, one of the things that happens when you're happy, you're not online as much. When things are
yeah,
happening in
that's
your
true.
life, you're not online as much. When you're
Yeah,
getting married and you're planning your wedding, you're not online as much. You're planning shit
yeah.
out. When you're making money, you're not online as much, unless you're a YouTuber like me. But
Yeah.
outside of that, it's kind of cool saying that, man. It's funny. I really never celebrate my success. I really don't.
You should pop your
Yeah,
collar. You should, because you've
yeah,
helped a lot of people.
yeah. I
But
should
I
do.
agree with you. But then I thought maybe I'm holding myself back by not trying. But I just even feel like the chatter is useless. Like, I don't know.
Nah,
I joined one dating app and a group. I left the group. The dating app, like, I don't know if I don't have it in me, but it's like, I haven't been on it now for like 4 days. Everyone probably hates me. Like, it's almost like I don't care because I don't know who you are online. I have better if I can meet you in person, but I'm
yeah.
getting older, so I don't go out as much. So I'm just like, I don't know.
Well, that's the thing is that no, you see, that's the thing. Even it's even more important that as you get older, to meet as many people, not to meet as many people, but to be physically like touching people, like getting to know
Okay, in
people.
person, like meet people.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, your
I get hit on
body.
all the time too. But
Yeah,
I was in a relationship before, so I just didn't bother. And then I'm like, okay, well, now I've taken some time. Maybe I should try this. But I'm like, no, I don't even think it's for me. So I wanted to ask you because I'm like, I'm glad you verified. Like, I should just go against and go online. I hate it. I don't like it at all.
yeah. No, it's not good. In person, it's much better. You know, in person
Yeah.
is always much better. And plus, you know how they look. You know how they look.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nothing's
But
worse
you know,
than
talking about looks, do you know what bothers me? I hate how you will talk to a person for 2 seconds. Like, literally, we've had like, hi, how are you? How are you? Do you do video chat? Right away, I'm turned off. And I get it because nowadays everyone's catfishing. But I'm actually a fitness model and I don't put up my fitness model pictures. But I feel like I just put 6 pictures on this profile. Is it that bad out there that you need to see me immediately? Like, to me, that's so superficial. Like,
look, time out. Yeah, that's on the first message. That's a little weird.
yeah,
Yeah, it's not.
there's been like
You're not.
five guys.
You're not on seekingarrangement.com. You
Yeah,
shouldn't be desperate to
thank
seek
you. Like, this
fucker.
is not, yeah, thank you. I was like, this is weird. You don't even know my last name or like what city I live in. Because I feel like that's just them trying to check you out, or I don't know if they're going to screen record the video. Well, I don't know if I can say that on YouTube. And Jay off later. Like, I don't even know what it is, but I'm just like, it's so weird to me. And I was just uncomfortable. So I'm like, let me call it and see what you have to say about this. Because
Yeah,
I don't know. I can't do it anymore.
Yeah. So what was your question again?
It was just like, do you feel like men act more like they want to be treated more like women? Even like the whole, and I'm not saying everyone's rich and it's a bad economic time. And I actually have only dated provider men my whole life. So I don't ask anyone for money, but father my kids, like any man I've dated, they've always just had money. So I don't know about this 50-50 bull that everyone's pushing. And I feel like a lot of guys are so like 50-50, 50-50. It's just like they don't even want to pay for the first date. Like I wouldn't even go. I don't even do
Nah,
coffee
hell
dates.
no, girl. Nah, you tripping, man. Don't even ask that question, man. Look at me, my camera fell. Nah, man. Like if you're in Europe, perhaps, but a guy that can't pay for a date, that's not the guy you want to date. And it's like, look,
No,
it's
I
not even-
know. I would never. I don't even go on coffee dates. I'll tell you the honest truth. And not because I'm like stuck up, but coffee. I drink coffee every morning. I'm not getting ready to go to coffee, and I've turned down a lot of guys, and they're like, oh, you're too good for coffee. Yeah, because I make coffee in my house every morning. Like I feel
Pause.
like the coffee date is so
Pause.
like 10 minutes,
Pause.
no effort.
Pause. You watch Sheer 7?
No.
Okay,
Well, I
I
know
never
she
mind.
is, but I'm gonna tell you, I have guys on lock, but you help me to see like how I'm supposed to act as someone like pulls away. Like I've always been like the boyfriend type girl. Not like back to back boyfriends, but I was into 10-year relationships, kind of back to back. And then I took like 3 years off. Then I was just in a relationship for 4 years, took 2 years off. So now I was like, okay, well, maybe I'll start trying to meet people, but I can't do it on apps. But I've always just met guys organically. And
Yeah.
I draw guys with money because I just, I cut off the guys that are like, oh,
Broke.
coffee date or 50-50. Like I
Nah,
won't talk to them.
honestly, you shouldn't because like you never know. Like you like that's not a sign of a person with bad character, you know?
It's true, but that's what I mean. It's bad economic times, but if you can't try to impress me in the first like couple dates, what are you going to be like in the relationship
Well,
when the
it
honeymoon period
depends. Well, look,
wears
again,
off?
it depends what do you mean impress? Because
Like, okay, impress. Take me somewhere that is. It doesn't have to cost money. I had one guy take me to the beach. He brought a blanket, a bottle of wine, and grapes because we had talked about it. He's like, "What's your favorite fruit?" Grapes. Grapes and a bottle of wine. I knew the wine. It was like $12 wine. It was one of the best dates ever. A blanket,
okay.
$12 wine, and grapes. So it's about the effort for me. I feel like a lot of guys don't have the effort in them. And to me, with coffee, if you take me on a coffee date, you can take a girl on a coffee date 7 days a week. But if you take me to a restaurant, guys that don't have a lot of money can only really take one or two girls that week to a restaurant. So it's more about you taking me out because you want to, rather than you just wanting to feel validated by women or feel like, oh, I have a date. You know, some people just like to say, oh, I have a date or I have something to do or I'm going to this event. Like some people they just like to say they have something to do. That's why I don't like coffee or no effort dates. It doesn't have to cost money, but it has to be effort.
Okay, look.
Maybe
Yeah,
I'm
keep talking.
I feel like I actually prefer the first date to be a coffee date. To just keep it short, kind of a meet cute to see if we hit it off and want to invest further. Because so maybe these guys aren't trying to be low effort in terms of coffee. It's just that it's like a first interview before they have a second one and then want to invest further. But that's just me personally. Actually, I prefer the first date to be a coffee date as opposed to 3 hours on a Friday night or something like that.
I totally hear you. And I agree with you. I've heard a lot of women say this because I've been in like women's groups and stuff. And, there's always discussion. And I agree with you. But the difference between me and a lot of people, I won't go out with you until it's like I've talked to you for like a month to 2 months. And I know that sounds weird to people. So I agree. If you don't know the person.
All right, we got to mute her. Wow, we muted her for that. 1 second, we got to mute her for that. All right, go back. What? 1 or 2 months? That's crazy. Unmute yourself, iPhone. That's wild.
Is that wild?
Yeah, that's wild.
I'll tell you why. The guys that really want to get to know me will continue.
No. I disagree with you. Let me tell you something. Any man with I don't say this in a bad way, okay? Any man with self-respect will not let a woman bait him to 2-month conversations without seeing them.
No, it's not even bait. I tell them up front. I don't go out with people right away.
Okay, all right,
that's then their decision. The guys that actually want to talk to me, they'll keep on. The ones that just want to smash.
Okay, let me ask you this: Why did you develop that strategy? What was the reason for it?
Okay, I'll tell you why. I'm probably a little stushy, but I'm not just going out in public with people I don't know because people will embarrass you. Number 2, you start to see how people act. Like, everyone puts on their best face in the beginning. After like a month, you can't really hide who you are. So if you're like rude to people or, some people complain about everyone, like their friends, this, that, like you start to see certain things about people and then decide. So by the time I actually go out with a guy, I've actually never had a bad first date because we actually know each other kind of. and we're actually excited to hang out with each other. And it depends on the guy. I don't have like it has to be a month. It could be 2 weeks. It just depends on like the connection. People are fake right away.
I agree.
So I like to kind of
Let me
like
ask you this:
weed them out.
do you like video call with them? Phone calls in the meantime?
I'll do a video call. Maybe I have all these restrictions after like I don't know, a week maybe.
Okay, look, man, that's fine.
I don't
that's
like
fine.
if a guy says video call right away, I'm turned off and I'm probably not investing. Just because I feel like it's weird. Like you didn't even try to get to know me, and there's pictures. So even if you don't believe the pictures, you don't want to get to know me at all, my personality before you see me. It's weird to me, and I think it's maybe because I'm old and old-fashioned. Like before, we only had phones and it worked out fine. But I get it because people are liars. But yeah, I'll video call. Like I'm a fun girl, I am, but I'm not fun at first.
Hey,
I like to weed people out.
I agree. I think that's a good strategy.
Yeah. So then by the time I go on the date, but I understand what she's saying and I agree. If you're the type of person that goes out, if the guy's like, you just start talking on the dating app, you want to go out on Friday. Yeah, I think coffee is best or something quick. But I don't want to go out quick. I want to know if I actually like the guy because I also don't like wasting time. I own my own business. I'm really busy. So yeah.
I think that's fair. I think that's logical right there. I think that's logical.
Okay.
Because you're not just like putting everyone I see what you mean. I think that makes sense. That makes sense.
And do you know what it also is? It's good for the guy because I don't like girls that use guys for dates. So if I really don't like you, I'm not going to make you even waste your coffee money. You know what I mean? I want to see if I actually like you. I don't want to go out fake and go out just to eat. So, yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Honestly, I think that's the first time I've ever heard 2 months to meet the guy. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I'm different. Everyone always thinks I'm crazy when I say that, but it's worked out so far. I've had good guys.
Yeah, because you can't meet. It's impossible to get a fuckboy. If a fuckboy gets through that, I mean, you gotta just give him, gotta clap him. Like,
yeah, he's the manipulator of the year. Exactly.
Good job. Yeah, good job.
Fuckboys fall off right away.
Yeah, they wouldn't. Okay, all right. Stop with the evil laugh. Yeah. Hey, Kelly, what's up with you, man? You're only laughing in the background. Is that like an Airbnb?